Thank you very much for joining us. Now, 2 years ago, you became amongst the first two MPs to start paying tax on their full income. What's your take on this new development?
In regard to the letter of KRA, in fact, they are very late. They should have embarked on taxation immediately the Constitution was promulgated. Because Section 210, Section 3 of the new Constitution says, no law can be created to exempt people from paying taxes arising from their work for the state.
What do you think is going to be the likely reaction from our MPs?
You know, to start with, this is the beauty of a constitution, because constitution is the supreme law of a country. When you rank the laws of a country, the constitution inevitably is number one, and the interpretation has to be to the letter. For me, once the new constitution was promulgated, taxation started to accrue, because the constitution is a supreme body of law. And Section 210, subsection 3 is very, very clear. Any arrangement that my colleagues would have made, and I might become unpopular by saying this, any arrangement that they might have made before, which did not come in as a savings clause within the Constitution, makes valid KRA's claim.
When you talk about arrangements, are you alluding to what we've been hearing in a cross-section of the press, the fact that the president had, an agreement with MPs that they wouldn't, in this current term, pay their taxes?
I hear some meetings did take place. I was not privy to those meetings. But any deal that was made and was not constitutionalized would not stand on the face of the new constitution. Because Section 210 is also very clear. You can't even make a law to exempt a public officer from not paying taxes. And any deal that was made was not constitutionalized.
KRA says that by MPs paying their taxes, the country is going to save lots of money that's needed currently in the current crisis that we are in. Just to give us an indication of how much this might be, how much have you been paying on average per month and probably even for the last 2 years?
I think over and above the 55,000 that I'm taxed on the basic salary of about 200,000, I pay another 212,000 every month. So that in itself would amount to nearly 2.5 million a year as taxes, extra taxes, which I have paid on a monthly basis at the rate of 212,000 a month.
So what message do you have to your fellow legislators?
My message would be very simple, that tax is a matter of compliance. We cannot sit back and negotiate. And the earlier we realize so and start paying our taxes, for those who have not been paying, the better. Because what happens with taxation is that whatever is due remains due forever. You'll have to pay at some point. And the more you delay, the more you accrue penalties and interest, which means the component gets bigger for non-taxation, for non-payment of taxes. So the earlier we start paying taxes, the better. So my message is very clear. Please talk to the taxman and make arrangements to pay the arrears, because they are indeed arrears owed to the taxman.